Welcome to Just Our Thoughts podcast. Today we're talking about a serious topic. It's been making the rounds on the internet lately, coming from Dr. Horace Chang, and the controversy around body cameras on police. But before we move forward, the show is sponsored by Ding. If you want to get 50% off your JPS bill, your water bill, if you want to get vouchers for Island Grill, Juicy Patio, whatever it may be, you can get 50% off using our code JA Radio. Go to their website. There's a lot you can actually use. And if you're also sending credit to Jamaica, you can get 50% off using JA Radio.
All right, so I'm ready to share my thoughts. But I'm curious, I kind of want to hear your thoughts on the whole police wearing body cam, right? Because like I said, according to Horace Chang, he's totally against it, right?
Well, I don't know if it's totally, but I mean, what he said just sounded stupid to me, honestly. He's saying that it's a crazy idea for police, for civilians or society on a whole to demand that police wear cameras, and that he thinks it's putting them at risk, especially in special operations, when they're going up against armed criminals, which is a whole bunch of bull to me.
All right, bull. Tell me why it's a bull. Explain your thoughts as a civilian.
Because police should wear cameras. Police brutality is on the rise, and we know that. A lot of innocent men are dying. I'm not saying that some of these unaliving situations are not men who actually deserve it. Don't get me wrong. Some of these men who are out there taking lives, hurting children, all of them deserve it. Hands down. But you have innocent men who are dying because you have some police with this God complex, because them have legal weapon in them hand, them feel like them a God, and them out there decide who lives and dies. Them become judge, jury, and executioner, and it's not fair to civilians.
Why, in my opinion, I'm not gonna call it as it is right now, why they can't be judge, jury, and executioner? If the criminals in Jamaica, right, them are act as judge, jury, and executioner. You feel like say, you have to fight fire with a bigger fire, like a blowtorch type of fire. Because the man say him is not opposed to it, but him say certain operations.
Yeah.
He must say it will put the policeman. People, him a talking a code. When they in the streets, I will understand code. The man say in the come, I go soup them for the police them. In my opinion, bullshit. We could talk real talk, right? Because I talk from the perspective of a civilian, and me I talk from the perspective of a nation leader. Right? You see, sometimes as a nation leader, you have to be the one to press the red button. The red button, when they press it, a missile will go launch, and hundreds to thousands of people are go dead. A bomb will go explode in one place, and babies are go dead, women are go dead, innocent people are go dead. But you got to take out a main target who's a threat to national security.
Yes, but listen, I am not saying, as I said, some of these men, when them going on them special operations, whatever, a lot of these men deserve what's coming to them because them are terrorize civilians, right? What do you mean, how them all get it? If they're going for a known criminal, then why not wear a camera? You're obviously doing your job correctly. The reason I feel like, one of the reasons why they're pushing back with this whole camera thing is it's going to expose a lot of corruption. It's going to expose a lot of corruption in the police force.
But what you call corruption,
is what police act like bad man too.
No, what I say. What you call corruption, in my mind, is what me call a necessary evil. The criminals in Jamaica are going so bad, bougie, and we have to be totally honest. Give me 5. The criminals in Jamaica are going so bad. The police them are lose right now. If you compare police versus robbers and thieves, the thief them are win. The police them are lose, hands down. The crime in Jamaica is at an all-time high. Yeah. And it's going to take brute force, in my opinion. So when the police them run up in one place, bro, all who you deem as innocent, you can't be that innocent if you know say. Is the problem with Jamaica, in my opinion, on a harbor too much bad man?
That is true. A lot of the communities do that.
Hold on.
They do, some of them.
Let me tell you how me feel about it. Bro, them all harbor too much bad man. You can't be that innocent if you know say you're in a room full of gunmen, right? Criminals, and you are gonna say you innocent. When the police them go in there and them kill off everybody, pick whosoever in there, right? It's a necessary evil for national security, in my opinion. You see, in a Cuba or Dubai or someplace, a chop off people's hand.
I know that.
They might bring it to some certain extent to make criminals understand, say, bro, yo, we're not ramping on this year.
I understand that, but you have a lot of people losing their children, innocent children.
How?
Just because you live, listen, a lot of people don't have a choice of where they live. You understand?
Yeah.
Them don't have a choice for them address, and you have some place just known as garrison. Yes, you have a lot of bad men or gunmen or whatever you call them there.
Yeah.
But you also have innocent people who are just wrong place, wrong time.
How?
I am saying
How?
some of the community, them very small, and you have a lot of, listen, you have a lot of tenement yard at Jamaica. And because you hear say, yo, the man they live over this, so, you know, and then somebody else might be in the vicinity, them get killed because of what? Them need to know who them going for specifically.
This is a message. So for example, a police go into a house, right? I'm going to tell you this, I live in Jamaica for the majority of my life. There's no information that can be sent to no police station about my name because I'm not going to indulge, I'm not going to mix up, I'm not going to participate in a nothing named criminal activity, despite where I live, right? The community where I live, bad man there, but my information will not be sent there because I'm not going to par with no bad man, I'm not going in the vicinity of no bad man.
But do you know that people can still report you falsely, report you?
But that's what I'm trying to say, Bougie, in a civilian's mind, when the thing say a police are going to just get one look at one tip or run out, strap up with them gun and everything and just go blazing. And that's so, them operate off of information and then build them case, right? And them are going to roll up in one spot where them know, say, all right, we're so
you're telling me now that all of them building cases, there's an increase of police brutality in Jamaica right now. And a lot of questionable killings in Jamaica.
Talk about police brutality.
So come on. No. I'm not saying there isn't truth to what you're saying. You know, you're right, because when I'm from Jamaica too, been there for years, your name not gonna really get mixed up into certain things if you're not doing certain things or you're not associating yourself with certain type of people.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you can still be somewhere and what? A lot of these cops are not acting like cops, they act like bad man.
And a lot of these so-called civilians, they're not acting like civilians, they're acting like bad man because a person with authority come in front of you and I give you a command and you now cooperate. You see, if me there somewhere and a police come to me and a police give me a command, me I follow, all if the police say twerk, me I twerk.
Oh, police.
No, let me explain to you. Yo, me see a lot of things happening in Jamaica, I can't play naive. All women me see up brawling in front of police face.
No, I agree with that still. Yeah.
A lot of times I see it for myself. I see police broke up woman right in front of me because she come, I bring her energy like she a bad woman, right? She don't have an ounce of power, and you stand up in front of somebody with power, and act like you want to bring badness. And when the police decide to say, yo, I'm gonna treat you according to how you would treat him.
But that is not the case all the time. A lot of these cops are abusing the power they have.
So we think the citizens do with the police, them not respect the authority.
Don't understand that, you know. Listen, if someone is resisting arrest or not listening, that you arrest them. It's different. But I'm just, even that too, a lot of people aren't getting their day in court. What about people getting their day in court? No, it's, you go for the, no, there's no arrest. Them just are unalive. Like, I understand. There is excessive force, a lot of excessive force when it comes to the JCF.
Yeah.
Like, me not say some of police, them are not good police, you know. Like, we know good cops in Jamaica. There are good cops there, but the bad ones, them make it bad for everybody else.
I'm going to tell you this. At the level of crime rate in Jamaica, it's going to take some drunker police to kind of deal with that situation. In your opinion, the reason why you wouldn't want to move back to Jamaica right now is because of what? Because the murder rate is too high, right? Because you hear about some heinous killing, the bad man them go crazy, right?
The crime rate is getting
all right. So in your perfect utopia world, how do you expect say the police them are actually get that under control? I mean here, how you think say with all the bad man them look at it, the bad man them a priest, bro, them a kill everything. Them a go in a church. Listen, what I say. The bad man them willing to go in a church.
Yes, that's true.
And kill a woman unarmed, innocent woman unarmed, right? And then now you want the police them to do a walk with the rose and get the bad man.
No, you're not getting what I am saying. I am not saying they're not supposed to do their job, you know. So I was always a fan of Adams. So listen to me. Listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The conversation is around body camera and the fact that civilians are requesting some form of transparency, especially when them go take people's lives. You understand? Listen, we're not saying they should not be doing that.
And
we're not saying there shouldn't be
Horace Chang is not saying they
doing
should
their
not
jobs.
He never said police have to wear body cam, you know. Instead of some high volatile situations where you know there's some bad man them.
Well,
Right?
either way, I am just saying you can't refute the fact that people. Remember saying now, them are pay taxpayer dollars, pay police salaries, right?
Okay.
And a lot of people just want to know that, yeah, you're going into certain place or you're doing certain things, you're doing it the right way, you follow protocol. The body camera is not for spy every single day and say, oh, every single thing. Okay, we're gonna cover this. You do this, you do that. It's just for have as backup, as evidence, and it's also for police protection. You're not getting what I'm saying, you know.
Listen.
It is also to protect the police because you have a lot of drunker civilians too, where we try to put certain things from police.
Stick up in because, like me say, you're looking at it from a civilian point of view. The body cam is for Indicom to use to see if the force that the police use, if it was excessive or anything. It's not like
Exactly.
It's not like the civilian or the person who you deem as the victim are gonna get a copy of the body cam and say rape. And the police are gonna be the first set of people to look on the footage, right? Indicom to see if the so it is actually.
And families sometimes deserve closure or deserve some form of transparency if you know say yo, them do them job right.
And the gunman them deserve to get blazed up. Listen to me, I said no.
I did not say
So
no.
understand what I say. All right, people, when I go say we sound insensitive and
Me nah say them not deserve it.
you may say yo, as a person in power, like you see like say for example, what are you overseas? The president, Trump. The current prime minister. You see how Trump weed all corruption not only in a film place, right? Across the world. It take a person like that, you know, it take a person who is willing to make the harsh decision, right? In a world of evil, the only way we can actually get it contained is like somebody tell you have to pre-evil yourself too. You get what I'm saying? Just to protect national security.
I have no problem with the fighting fire with fire. You're still not getting what I'm
how
saying.
them gonna fight fire with fire
It is
when them come with them fire,
need
right?
for sure so them do them job properly because innocent people are still dying. And you're saying it's like, okay, so what? It's just casualties?
Bougie, if they don't do it, innocent people are dying because the criminals are gonna kill innocent people.
I know
But you're
that,
trying to
but
tell
I'm
me-
just saying police need to also be held accountable. Just like how them are go hold the gunman them accountable, go get rid of them. Police also need to be held accountable. Police brutality is on the rise.
This is what the problem is now. I agree with the Bougie, but in Jamaica right now, police are being held accountable more than the gunmen. Indicom, I swoop down upon every single situation under them there, you know. Because you know say you need a balance, right? You don't know you need a balance. So Indicom is there to make sure say yo the police them do what they need to do. But a lot of times now the police feel like say yo them can't do them job correctly because them are going to under heavy scrutiny. What word is it?
Scrutiny. Yes.
Scrutiny? Yeah. Them are going to under heavy surveillance because everything what them do, them are going to go through it with a fine teeth comb. But the criminals, them can do anything what them want and get away with it because there's nobody to hold them accountable. We are hold the police them more accountable than the criminals in my book. And you see, until that's why people used to hang them broad daylight, hang them and make. You have to drive fear in the criminals right now.
That's it. I want that to happen. I want that to
years.
happen, but there still needs to be a balance. It can't be just some outlaw thing where you're just going after everybody. You understand? You have to understand.
So I'm going to say it one more time. I'm going to say it one more time. You say if they're around known criminals, you can't be that innocent. Just if you harbor criminals and not report it to the police, you can't be that innocent. So if
yes,
you are
that is
there,
true.
If you're there,
but I am telling you, listen, you understand everything what you say, and I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
But you also need to understand that a lot of these cops are corrupt and crooked. Me not say, all right, you have some police were extreme, but say, yo, get rid of bad man by any means necessary. I have no problem with that. As I say, I was a fan of Adams. You understand? Because sometimes it takes somebody for really go that extreme point for really make, as you say, you have to drive fear in them.
Yeah.
Me not a problem with that. But you have a lot of corrupt cops who, when them not have on them uniform, them a bad man too. Like, come on.
There's about two different things. The man is talking about when they're going on operation.
Yes, and sometimes
operation means
they still need to be held accountable. As I said, sometimes them a go after the wrong people too. And sometimes the information is false.
And Shakira, sometimes the information is correct.
Yeah, I know that. But
Boji, an operation.
okay, sometimes it's right, sometimes it's wrong. But how can you tell if there's no accountability? The man them can just do whatever they want, whenever they want.
Listen to the word. They're going on an operation. An operation means that them sit down for months or weeks or whatever them do and get. Listen.
Okay, fine.
No, you assume something. Operation means that them sit down and them build them case, right? And them get information and it look like say everything look like it everything look like say what we hear, the info what we hear, it look like it real, no? So them decide to go upon an operation. Everybody suit up, everybody strap up with the biggest gun them can find. Them go upon an operation. At that part, them not talk about. Them not talk about regular day to day. But I agree, day to day, them can wear them body cam. But when you go for operation for bad man, bro, a brawling shootout I go on, you know. You think
listen,
the man them
as me say, when the bad man them forget weed out, I have no problem with that, and I don't have a problem with that being a bit more.
So what you want them?
Free.
You want the bad man them?
But I am telling you that a lot of police out there not doing them job correctly, and them are hurt innocent people. You're still not understanding that fact.
So
a lot of people.
I ask you a question now. You want the bad man them wear a name tag? You want when them show up, everybody have a name tag and correctly identify
so them
themselves?
just go somewhere, anybody they just.
So I ask you, in your opinion, how will the police do their job effectively? When them show up, right, and them see a man with gun, how them going to decide in a split second who to shoot, who to save?
But that's what I'm saying. Them need to make sure so them have them information right, because as you said, in a split second, them all right. Okay, this case recently, because we still don't know all the details.
No, I'm gonna say operation. Them go on a specific move for a specific purpose.
Police still need to be held accountable for the things that they're doing. A lot of the times, most of the times, they're using excessive force. And sometimes when somebody can be arrested, they choose not to, and them just...
All right, we'll go back over that again. Because I know you look on a lot of video when you see police are box up, kick down, and do all type of things, right? We know, you see...
If civilians weren't there with phones, most of the times, them get away with that shit.
I understand what you say, right? So, context matters, right? But the police, them show up. Is it that them just come and just start, box up and kick up people, or is it because, I mean, I agree with nothing like, them go too far and them act like criminals, really and truly. But you see, one time we come from a first world country like where they are Canada right now, you see, Canada has managed to whip them citizens in shape where them follow the rules, right?
They literally police themselves.
Exactly. Why I think them police themselves? Because them create this culture where you just know, say, if you don't follow the rules, the repercussions is going to be severe, right? In Jamaica, the culture is every man is supposed to act like them a bad man. Nobody not supposed to respect no authority. Nobody not supposed to have no respect for nothing at all. A man supposed to can drive 100 kilometers in a 50 zone.
No, I'm definitely not agreeing with that, because them definitely need to follow authority.
So how them in a lawless culture, how them going to follow the rules if you don't bring some brawling badness to them and make them understand themselves? In your opinion, that may
I am not disagreeing with that point, but I am just saying the conversation around the camera is really, you don't know in what situation they're going too far. And cameras are there to show and to provide some form of protection for both the police and the civilian. You see how them beat up people, a lot of times them go too far. The excessive force in situations where they literally don't have to.
I'm going to say this one more time. You see, as the leader of the world, the free world, sometimes they have to press the red button, right? And they're gonna send a bomb into a village with babies, women, all type of people to kill one person, what them deem as a world threat.
Yes, I know that happens.
And in your opinion, you're gonna say them are go too far, but because of moves like that, you can sleep soundly, and skyscrapers now get blasted up and certain things now happen.
I understand
because them drive the living fear in them. Right? So I say to you right now, in a country like this where you are a world leader, sometimes you have to make the harsh decision to know say, innocent people are going to die. This is where them are going to look upon it as collateral damage, right? And it's just unfortunate. I talk the truth right now, it's just unfortunate. And sometimes your location and sometimes your value where you bring to society play a big part, right? Sometimes the poor set of people terrorize certain type of people, and them are going to look, that's why you have to make sure you increase your value in this nation.
Yes, but does everyone have the opportunity to do that? No.
I know. It's just unfortunate. But may I say, if you can, if you try, if you just make sure, say, yo, you can just work hard and leave certain areas.
There still needs to be checks and balances when it comes to law enforcement, because a lot of these police, once you give them a badge and you put a gun in their hands, them feel like them need to now become judge, jury, and executioner. Them now follow protocol, and them out there act worse than bad man enough time, yo.
And what would you say? That a few police now. What would you think?
Them crooked.
Yeah, and where that
enough of them.
All right, so you just go to boom and penalize the police them now. Where that tell the bad man them now?
No, not penalize. Listen, I am just saying, I want about all I bad man them for the out. Honestly, I want the whole of them for the out. But I'm just saying, how can you separate it, right? You're gonna say, oh no, when a time for just go in a certain place or whatever, yeah, you wanna just go do what you want, right?
I know how I'm gonna separate it. I just said a while ago, the only way to separate it is to not harbor criminals. It is the easiest way to stay alive. You're not going to
and I'm telling you, some people don't have a choice because they're in fear of them life. Listen,
what do you
think, okay, listen, a lot of communities, and sometimes, yeah, we know this, you have some idiot at Jamaica, especially some idiot girl at Jamaica, where you don't know the man them, a gunman, I don't know harbor them same way, you protect them. When police are come for them and ask for them, you hide them. People like them, that if them become collateral damage, may not feel no way. You understand?
What do you feel
but I'm telling you, you have a lot of community members who them just have that address because a this of them there and a this of them can afford. So you understand?
So you're saying that
listen now. And them fear the man them, the dan them, the gunman them in the area. Them can't talk, them fear for them life. So it's not that they are harboring them or covering for them. Them, what am I gonna do?
So you're trying to tell me, Sabuji, in your opinion, you think the police them just go into the community and start shoot up everybody? You think, is that that you imagine in your mind? That is not what happened. Them here say a particular house. Them are going here say a particular house, right? Mm-hmm. Bad man in there with gun and them a sell rifle in there and so all of the distribution and everything will happen, right? Mm. On the day of the operation, unfortunately...
Anybody in the house
listen
get
to what I said. On the day of the operation, unfortunately, a man go look for him brethren. Where your demon's innocent. Him go look for one of them brethren. Them in there play Xbox, rifle over there so lean up. Be a sitting lean up and be a contraband, drugs, whatever. And the police them come in and unfortunately he's there.
Yes, sir.
And he was, and unfortunately...
Collateral damage.
How may I say? Unfortunately he was unarmed, right? And unfortunately everybody in the house gets shut up.
Anyway, I am saying it should just be normalized for body cameras, especially for weed out the crooked cops. And I think there's some pushback too because it go really shed light on some of the that's happening. Me not talk about the special operations then, whatever.
But we are talking about the special operations.
Really and truly. No, but regular police, nobody know one camera. On a whole, nobody know one camera.
It was always a resource problem, it's a money problem, and them need to get body cams and everything.
Oh, please.
All right, bodycam is not just like you just wear it and that's it. At the end of the day, you have to have a data technician. We are going to take all of the camera them and dump the footage, and then you have to have proper archiving for know so you need terabytes worth of hard drive storage for store daily footage for
Listen to me now.
Listen messing up.
No, if you can't come to me with the money issue.
Well,
don't come to me with the money part.
Let me just explain the technicality first, right? Which it's going to take a lot of money where they have to find resources to put this up. Like I say, you need a person in every station where store the footage them correctly. So you need terabytes worth of storage for each precinct. What do you call them? Each police station. Mm-hmm. You need terabytes worth of storage, right? And you need somebody where log the data and everything. And you know, so the police them still log them data in a book. Like them, it's antiquated and behind time. So with the part there, I say, yo, it's a third world country and the government need to put more resources into that. Despite the fact that it costs a lot of money, it is worth it. Street cameras and all of them something they needed. It will cost a lot of money.
Exactly. I am just saying it cannot be a money issue because them not broke.
Yeah, but I'm going to
say
this.
We still want to spend how much money per sign, all kind of bullshit.
I agree 100%.
The things what them need to actually put the money into resourcing, like...
I agree 100%.
Come on.
I am not against body cam, but I say, you see when them get the crime level to a level, you see when them drive the fear, no, remember them say 15-year mandatory if them catch you with an illegal weapon, right? Mm-hmm. Things like this are drive fear in the bad man community because some man start meds and I say, yo, I bet I'm going to go on TikTok enough than if a man catch me with a rifle of 15 years. Mm-hmm. Things like that, them something what them man do, it can actually lead to some improvement where we drive the living fear in them. And
I am
also,
all for that. I am all for
if you
that.
notice from what them a charge all people you deem as minors, them a charge them like big man. Because if you do some big man offense,
Yeah.
you need to serve time.
You need to serve. Yeah,
So things like
I
them,
am
yeah?
in complete agreement. So as I was saying, I think the cops definitely need to have cameras, especially the ones who are in the streets robbing people constantly. I've been on the other end of that, stopped for no reason, and then you have to what you call it? Grease them palm.
Still not see problem, that's still no consider.
How can you, who are you? Like,
Consider.
anyway, enough of una police if you don't have camera, una go stop rob the people them on the road too. Una go stop brutally abuse them. I say them a beat up the old man, them a beat up school pitney, all kind of things. Somehow no need to get there needs to be some accountability for some of the police them. You understand? Well, not for some of them, for all of them matter of fact.
And let me say this, people. You say if you're not a criminal, don't act like one. You see, if you see a person with authority come in front of you and give you a command, you understand? Cooperate. It's as simple as that. That's some simple command sometimes.
So
don't act like a criminal and you won't get treated like a criminal. Don't be in the presence of criminal and you won't die as a criminal.
I agree with don't acting like criminals and don't harbor criminals, right? And don't hang out with criminals. I understand that. And if you're really in that vicinity there, whatever you get, you get. But I'm just saying, if, for example, me just landed Jamaica, coming home from and going home from the airport, stopped by the police for no damn reason, and them want and I demand money and them something there, and me tell you, say enough of them are criminal.
When police have a demand, what do you mean? Police now can stop you and cook up a charge when you come home from airport? Is that your speed? Are you overloaded with too much things because you're not a carrier plate person? There's certain little rules that some
may I say, hey,
you understand? Hey people, I mean, drop in the comment section and make you know right now. We'll continue this debate at home.
Anyway, enough of the police are criminal and enough of una rob the civilian them. Una abuse the local people them when they on the road that try to make them look money. Enough of una are wicked.
And I'm going to talk on behalf of the police them. Yo, police,
clearly,
a whole heap of man out there criminal and you have to deal with them like how them deal with innocent people.
I have no problem with that. Deal with criminals like criminals. I don't have no problem with that. I don't have no problem with dealing with criminals like criminals.
People. Bro.
Can you believe this shit?